How's it going, everyone? I think I get to be the first to say this, but 9,000 subscribers. We did it. We're going strong. Thank you guys so much, and 1,000 more until the big 10K. Now, I'm going to answer some goalie questions you guys left in my last couple videos. Thank you very much for the questions. Feel free to ask more in the comments below, and let's get started. The first question comes from Joseph Connolly. How deep is too deep in your net, and how far back is what you play? So it's a good question. How deep do I play in the crease? And I'm also going to add, when is it time to be aggressive? So not all, but most top goalies, they do tend to play a bit deep in the crease. But the thing is, the smart ones, they know when the situation dictates when it's time to challenge a shot. So here's a good screenshot. Notice my pads are directly lined up with the post. That's a visual cue that I use for pucks in this area of the ice. Now let's move along a couple of seconds. And this right here is generally where I like to be in the crease. I think that's a great picture. Now, should I challenge the shot right now? Right, as of this point, no. Most teams like to pass around. They like to look for that one-timer. That's exactly why I stayed right where I was in the crease, and that is what helps me make this save. Now, if he was winding up for a slap shot, I would definitely consider moving up, but that was not the case here. Let's say there was also a second left in the period. He's not going to have time to do anything else. That's a good time where you can move up and challenge the shot as well. For wider shots near the goal line, there are two choices that we can use to cut off short side. We can either hold the post, or we can use the left stick, challenge the shooter a little bit, and move in front of the post. And that's another way we can use to stop that shot. Owen Dude is next. Do you stand tall most of the time and butterfly when it's a low shot? Yes, Owen, that's basically right. Most of the time when I play, I am standing up, and as long as I'm in position, I should make the save. I do drop to butterfly on low shots from the outside. This protects your 5-hole from bad animations on deflections and screens, and you're preparing yourself for potential rebounds. Now, when the puck is behind the net, you can also drop to butterfly to save wraparounds if you are unsure or it's too late to hug the post. So that's another thing you can do. And now let's move on to the next question. This comes from Justin. Great name. What is the best desperation save for cross crease one-timers right near the goalie? Now first, you want to try and be in a position where you're making most of your saves with just the left stick. Obviously that's not always possible. So if it's not possible in those situations, I would use the right stick, especially glove side like this save right here. Blocker side, the right stick isn't as efficient. It could work, or you could also use the butterfly slide, or even a butterfly slide directly to a post lean. Now, if you want to mess around, give someone the business, feel free to stack the pads, go for that highlight save, and be sure to celebrate afterwards.
Wow.
Let's go!
Fucking save.
I'm stuck. Okay. The next question is from Revenge. How do you reverse VH on Xbox? Because when I do, it's just butterflies me on the post. You're probably doing it and you just don't notice. Now remember, the reverse VH only works if the puck is behind the goal line. Otherwise, it's called the post lean in this game. Now you can either use the right stick when the puck's behind the goal line, or you can hold butterfly and then the post. And there you go, bud. It's that simple. The Memer wants to know, what camera view do I use on a regular basis? And the Memer personally uses fixed. Well, me too. Both John and I use the fixed camera angle. And I'm going to give a very quick summary. So cameras like overhead and zone, they're great for reading plays because you can see the entire ice. But angles can be a bit difficult to read because everything is so small. Close-up cameras such as low or high are the exact opposite. Angles are easy to read, but when the camera turns towards the corners, you won't see all the skaters on the ice, but you can get a general idea of where they are based on the play, but plays behind the net can be a bit annoying. Now fixed is a hybrid of the two. You can see almost the entire ice for reading plays, and it's close enough for reading angles. Now classic is a bit further than zoomed out than fixed, but I'd say it falls in between as well. Now keep in mind, there is no best camera angle. The top esports goalies all use different camera angles. Just find out what works best for you. And everyone in the world wants to know, what stance and player type do we use? John and I believe we both used hybrid. Don't worry about the build so much. 99.999% of the time, they should all make the same saves. As for stances, I use stance number 6, and I think John uses number 17. Now, stances don't matter as well. They don't affect save animations, except for the 0.1% where your goalie doesn't get an animation, and at that point you just hope the puck hits you. Nothing you can really do about that. Now, the main thing that I look for in a stance is one that makes it look like I'm covering as much of the net as possible. So I like a wide stance and a high glove. And it's a mental game that you're playing against the skater. If the shot looks like it's covered, they could be less likely to shoot. The less shots you face, the less goals you'll give up. Thanks for the questions, guys. You can ask more in the comments or in Discord with @TheCreasePolice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.